Salam sehat teman-teman semuanya. Civitas Akademika Universitas Ngurah Rai dimanapun berada, jumpa lagi dengan UNR Cast. UNR memiliki sebuah podcast dengan nama UNR Cast. Nah, kali ini kita kedatangan tamu dari jauh sekali ya, tapi sebelumnya saya memperkenalkan diri dulu. Saya selaku host Tirka Widanti akan mengenalkan mereka yang berkunjung ke Universitas Ngurah Rai dari University California Los Angeles atau UCLA. Ya, nah mereka bertiga berkunjung ke Pulau Bali, Pulau Dewata, dan sekaligus juga mempelajari bahasa Indonesia. Nah, tepatnya kita namakan edutourism, educational tourism, berwisata dan sekaligus juga mereka bertiga belajar, ada yang dipelajari. Nah, mereka adalah yang pertama Meredith Bams. Ya, selamat pagi.
Selamat pagi, Bu.
Ya, saya senang sekali Anda ada di UNR Cast, ya.
Ya.
Dan yang kedua, Adik Aiden Tan.
Selamat pagi.
Selamat pagi. You are able to say selamat pagi already. Dan yang ketiga, Adrian Monroe.
Selamat pagi, Bu.
Selamat pagi. So you can answer my question good in English or in bahasa Indonesia. It's up to you. Or you can mix campur-campur ya.
Ya.
How's your day today in Bali ya?
Baik.
Baik ya?
Dengan baik.
Dengan baik ya. So starting from Adrian di UCLA ya, itu belajar apa? What do you learn in UCLA?
Saya sekarang belajar ilmu politik di UCLA. Sebenarnya saya mahasiswa S3 di UCLA. Penelitian saya tentang pekerja migran Indonesia dan lingkungan politik lingkungan.
Maybe a little bit this one.
Politik lingkungan.
Yeah. Politik lingkungan. So tell me more about politik lingkungan.
Saya kira kalau saya berbahasa Indonesia tentang penelitianku ini lebih sulit, jadi saya mau berbahasa Inggris ya.
Yes, you can.
So I study much more specifically the remittancy and how migrants who go abroad for work kerja ke negara luar will send back money and how that affects development in their daerah atau di desanya, and how that might change for the family, how that might change for the village. And then for my research on environmental politics, I'm interested in studying surya dan panas bumi.
Panas bumi.
And I'm trying to understand how politics affects peningkatan energi di sini.
That's cool. Luar biasa ya penelitiannya Adrian mengenai politik lingkungan. Politik yang berhubungan dengan lingkungan. Teman-teman semuanya di sini juga ada mahasiswa ya, banyak sekali yang secara langsung ada di ruangan podcast ini, baik di sini maupun juga di luaran sana. Jadi kalau misalnya ada pertanyaan silahkan bisa bertanya secara langsung. Nah, yang kedua saya mau menanyakan Aiden. Yeah, what is your subject, Aiden?
Linguistics and philosophy.
Linguistic. What kind of linguistic you learn?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Anything.
Anything.
I study general linguistics.
General linguistic.
but I'm most interested in semantics and
Semantic.
yes.
Ya, kalau di bahasa Indonesianya semantik begitu ya. So, tell us more about semantic.
Well, it sort of deals with questions of meaning of language.
Such as?
What do words function as? What do words mean? And like, how does this meaning get encased in a word which is quite fragile? That's why studying languages and speaking to people is so interesting.
What do you see if you see the semantic in bahasa Indonesia?
It's so difficult. It's interesting because it kind of, the two other languages that I study other than English are Spanish and Mandarin.
Mandarin.
And it sort of finds itself in almost in between, at least to my mind, it kind of seems like in between the two of them. And so
how is your strategy to translate it Mandarin, Spanish, English, then bahasa?
No strategy yet. I'm still figuring it out. It's all chaos in my mind.
Chaos, and you just visit the country, yeah?
Yeah.
Like today, you visit Bali.
Yes, yeah. And so, yeah, I confuse the three languages in my mind all the time. Very easy to do that, yeah.
That's cool. Okay, thank you, Adrian. What about you, Nordin?
Saya belajar studi Asia Tenggara, Southeast Asia, dan geografia.
Geography.
Yeah, geography. I study more in Vietnam, Cambodia history, but I'm very happy to have an opportunity to learn more about Indonesia.
Indonesia,
Because
especially
I've been
Bali.
interested. Yeah.
So Vietnam, Cambodia, and then Indonesia, yeah, because you study Southeast Asia, yeah. So that's amazing. What you three are learning about the subject in your university. Now go back to where you are now, where you are currently. In Universitas Ngurah Rai and also in Bali, Indonesia. What do you think? What do you see so far, Bali? That you, I guess, before coming to Bali, you learn about Bali a little bit, yeah? Or maybe you browsing, or here is Bali, or here is the map, and so on. What do you think after coming here in Bali? What do you think about Bali? Maybe from you, maybe.
Okay. Before coming here, I played Balinese gamelan for a little, and so I talked to some Balinese, some Indonesians who come and play, or
In America.
Yeah, at UCLA.
Yeah. So you have gamelan in UCLA.
Yes, we have Balinese.
I will visit you.
Please, yeah. Bali and Jawa.
Bali and Java.
Yeah. And so I see some of the practices in when we play music, the clothing or the umbrella, and then I come here.
Tedung, we call it. The umbrella, payung in bahasa, and in Balinese specifically we call it tedung. So you learn bahasa Indonesia, you learn Balinese too. It's similar, but it's not the same. Yeah, like suksma, that is terima kasih or thank you in Balinese. Yeah, so cool. So okay, you learn gamelan there in UCLA, then now you come to Bali. Do you also learn in Bali, or
a little bit?
Yeah, in Bali, and then you play?
Yeah.
I heard, I heard that you also play gamelan in Bali.
Yeah. My Ibu Aing take me with her to her temple gamelan. Yeah.
And then, what is the difference?
In UCLA, a lot of the people who play gamelan are not Indonesian, especially in the class,
Yeah.
and not as many people. And so when I went into the temple, I was like, it's full. There's everyone is playing.
Yes, so
Yeah.
the difference is of course kalau adik-adik mahasiswa kalau di Amerika ya mereka juga belajar gamelan, belajar bahasa Indonesia, belajar budaya kita ya tentu tidak sebanyak kalau di Bali kan semuanya bisa menari, semuanya bisa memainkan gamelan atau megambel gitu itu bahasa Balinya ya. Namun kita merasa bangga ya adik-adik mahasiswa semuanya, budaya kita juga diminati oleh masyarakat yang ada di Amerika, khususnya di kehidupan kampus. Okay, that's very interesting. Thank you, Merdi. And bagaimana dengan Anda? Apakah sudah suka di Bali? Apakah do you want to come back here to Bali? Or is it your first time in Bali? Or tell us more about that one.
Yes, it's my first time. Much of my extended family is from Southeast Asia, so it's always interesting seeing this area of the world, and this is like very different from one night in Kuta to now being in a city that's.
How do you see Kuta?
I mean, it's so. I mean, it was shocking. It was like
Shocking.
almost, it was
the traffic.
the traffic and the people. I mean, it was great too.
Do you have any message for us? Or all of us here in Bali, how to minimize this?
Urban planning is not my specialty, but I mean, it's been great, especially living with a family. It's nice to see what just feel very ordinary life, but in a different manner from my own. And
So you see Kuta, you see
Denpasar.
Denpasar, you see what else?
And then I've seen some of the temples, which of course are gorgeous. And
Did you visit Ubud area or?
I don't believe so.
Oh, not yet. Yeah?
Not yet.
You will
Yes, yeah.
visit it. So you can see the difference. You can taste. All this is Kuta.
Yes.
As you know that Bali is a tourist destination.
Yes.
But it's things like input from all of you. Of course, we also need input, or also how Bali is improving from the current situation, especially in terms of the traffic. Yeah, you see. What is your feeling? So compared to America, so do you have traffic in America?
Oh yes. It's different. I think it ebbs and flows more than it does here. But in my mind, this feels oddly safe because everyone's driving so slowly. I like how communicative the drivers are with each other. I mean, in America, it's so aggressive, and so and for me,
It's slow living, yeah.
Slow, but it's I like that they communicate. They're so aggressive in America. It makes me nervous.
So, you have been here in Bali for 3 or 4 days?
Since Sunday.
Sunday, so 5 days, yeah?
Yeah.
What did you learn so far? Bahasa Indonesia. Both of you.
I guess a bit of self-introduction. Nama saya.
Dari Amerika.
Saya dari Amerika.
Umur saya 20.
Anjing saya or saya anjing? What is the difference between anjing saya and saya anjing? Maybe Adrian can explain.
Lucu, saya tidak mau menjelaskan ini.
Oh, you can.
Anjing saya means my dog, and then saya anjing means I am a dog.
See? So that is a language, yeah. So you need to learn language. When you learn language, you also learn the culture.
Yes, completely.
So, what do you think interesting so far?
It's hard.
Is this also your first time to Bali?
Yeah, it's my first time in Indonesia.
Indonesia, yeah.
I think it's very interesting. I think Bahasa Indonesia is a very efficient language. People say, I've heard a lot from Indonesian or non-Indonesians, they say it's easy to learn, especially if you speak English, or because the grammar is very simple, you don't have tenses. And I think the way that the sentences are structured is very efficient to not have some, of course there's some complicated aspects, but especially if you are learning beginning, and it's very easy to grasp a lot of the grammatical concepts, which I think makes it very, very good to learn in a lot of ways, because so many people speak it, and it's much more accessible.
Ya.
Yeah.
Ya. So, adik-adik mahasiswa dengar ya tadi bahwa bahasa Indonesia katanya mudah dipelajari ya. Jadi kita usulkan ya nanti bahasa Indonesia itu menjadi bahasa internasional ya, tapi sudah digunakan untuk atau sebagai bahasa UNESCO ya kalau nggak salah ya. Nah itu sebabnya banyak teman-teman kita yang dari luar Indonesia mempelajari bahasa Indonesia. Now go back to Adrian. What did you learn so far? Is it your first time to Indonesia or?
Sebenarnya waktu ini kali kedua, karena 12 tahun lalu saya berkunjung ke Bali dengan kakak saya. Jadi saya sudah tahu sedikit budaya Bali, tapi saya sudah lupa karena saya tidak bisa ingat tempat wisata di sini dan bahasa Bali atau Bali sudah mengubah banyak ya, berubah banyak.
Okay,
ya.
so Bali sudah berubah banyak katanya ya. In terms of 12 tahun lalu.
12 tahun lalu. Ya. Peningkatan ekonomi ya.
Peningkatan ekonomi.
Saya waktu saya baru datang ke bandara, saya melihat bandara yang baru, karena waktu saya kecil saya melihat bandara yang masih lama.
Masih lama ya. Jadi bandaranya masih sebelum seperti sekarang.
Ya.
Sekarang lebih indah, lebih bagus dan lebih
bagus, lebih besar.
Lebih besar.
Ya.
Dan IT juga.
Ya. Lebih banyak pesawat
lebih
di sini.
banyak pesawat.
Ya.
So itu menurut Adrian melihat Bali, melihat bandara itu berubah, ada perubahan. Itu menurut Anda, according to your opinion, itu it's improvement or it is better or from last 12 years ago?
Saya juga kira sekarang lebih banyak turis di Bali. And there's also a lot more.
Do you like that or not? What do you think so?
I like it because it's also a way to see how like how cultures mixes. So because there's not only tourists that come here, there's also a lot of digital nomads, students, a lot of people who work remotely from here. You really get to see how culture is melding. But actually, Pak Nyoman Pak Nyoman mengajar tentang bagaimana menjadi orang Bali. And I thought it was quite interesting because kami ada debat tentang if Balinese culture is changing or because of a lot more expatriates in Bali. And I was like,
The changes refers to the good change or
change can be both, I think.
things can be both.
But that's certainly important to understand. That's certainly
strength
important
and the
to
weakness,
discuss.
yeah.
Yes, the strength and the weakness, and that's important to discuss with Balinese citizens. Like warga negara Bali lebih penting masyarakat Bali. Masyarakat Bali lebih penting.
So see the difference, okay? Masyarakat Bali, warga negara.
Warga negara.
So if you say warga negara means the country, negara Indonesia. Masyarakat Bali, specifically for
Bali.
the Balinese people. Yeah.
Because as the globalization happens, there will be a lot of learning from each other, but there's also a need to continually respect culture when you enter to a new place, when you are visiting as a tourist. So I hope that as Bali becomes has a lot more international population, that Balinese culture also is continuously maintained and also respected as
I guess
more people come
Balinese
here.
culture is always fading.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, now to Aiden. So, well, your university, of course, is a big university, yeah? And compared to our university here in Bali, it's a very tiny. So, what do you see this one?
I mean, it seems like a great university. I mean, I'm getting, it's interesting learning how the differences are. People don't really live near their universities here, or they're commuting a lot of night classes. So it's interesting coming here and it's empty, but it's because the students haven't come yet, and so, but it seems like everything is, it reminds me of universities back in New York, where I'm from, where you have a lot of people that have other things going on, living and commuting and going in and out of the university. So it's very different, but I think that's always good.
What your first intention coming to Bali? What is your first intention?
Oh yeah. Just
You can help. Don't worry.
No. I mean, it's beautiful, and I think like what Adrian was saying, it's very interesting just seeing sort of the tourist culture here. I agree that sometimes you get the sense that the tourists. It would be better if they kind of were more interested in the cultural aspects rather than just going to the beach purely as
Or nightclub.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I like that I've been able to actually, especially with people that have the tour guides.
Cultural tourism, yeah? So
Yes.
you suggest cultural tourism, and this one is edu tourism.
Yes.
To combine between education and tourism.
Yes.
So that is me developing that one, edu tourism. Okay, last one. Cantik Mary.
About the impression, the tourism. I think I agree a lot with what Adrian and Aiden say. I think the amount of tourism, whether purposely or not, whether the tourists or expatriates want to do it or not, there is always the impact where it creates a large tourist economy, especially on an island like Bali that is much smaller than other islands in Indonesia, or the major islands in Indonesia,
Yes.
where if you have a lot of people who are coming here,
too much people.
Yeah, and there's not as much room to expand, especially in the places that are already urbanized. And
So that refers to politik lingkungan, Adrian's research, ya.
yeah,
Yeah, well, terima kasih banyak. Thank you very much. We have been chit-chat so far. Number one, I would like to thank three of you to visit our university here at the Universitas Ngurah Rai, and I hope in bahasa Indonesia we say it semoga berguna. So later you will find what does it mean semoga berguna. Semoga berguna untuk your next life or your career or anything. Yeah. So thank you once again. Baiklah. Semua teman-teman Sivitas Akademika Universitas Ngurah Rai, baik yang ada di studio sini maupun di luar sana, terima kasih sudah bersama kami ya dalam UNR Cast. Sampai jumpa dan salam sehat.